Morning, guys. It is, what is it? Oh, it's Wednesday, April 24th. We have numbers of 22, 23, and 24 today. So everybody's okay with working together in harmony. And it's about having the confidence in yourself, having confidence in each other, having confidence in your boundaries with each other, and being in harmony with change and manifesting this balance, this harmony, this change, this team into the physical world. And guys, if you don't know, we have Pluto going retrograde today. So I feel like I should use these cards just because Chiron is active too. So Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth. It's power and transformation. It rules Scorpio along with Mars. It's a co-ruler. So this is about a transformation. Yes, it can be death, physical, spiritual, and mental. 3 different kinds of energy. So it will be different for everybody. And with it being in retrograde, this is about internal deaths or internal transformation. Now, it's in Capricorn, one of the what do you call it? Dark, dismal place. Those two combined together, Pluto, retrograde, and Capricorn. This is literally about internal cruelty, internal deaths. Because we are in spring, the Easter season, where people are being reborn, ideas are being reborn, places are being reborn, and with all this retrograde energy, because we've got we've got Jupiter retrograde, and then we have Pluto retrograde, and in a couple more days we're going to have Saturn going retrograde. So you're going to find that a lot of people are in this dark, cold, dismal place. It feels really lonely. It's quite depressing, and it's like I want to say impending doom. We went through this, I think it was back in December, where everybody was just, there was just this pessimistic, sour feeling. Yeah, pessimistic, sour. I had a couple friends that like didn't want to live. So, you know, if you have any friends that are stuck in this depressive energy, by all means go see them, help them through this. They're going to feel like this for a couple days, but we already have the energy of Saturn retrograde coming back into where people are going to feel like it's time to get up. They're feeling their mortality. They're looking at themselves going, oh my God, I'm old. I can't be doing this shit anymore, no matter what it is. Or their body could be telling them, you can't be doing this shit anymore. And then we have Saturn going retrograde, and Saturn is daddy coming to spank you. First, we're going to experience this death, probably like a feeling of hopelessness, of helplessness, is what it feels like to me. It's a really strange feeling. Death of all kinds. And then when Saturn goes retrograde, that's when it's time to put the big girl panties on and grow the fuck up. Okay. What else was I going to say? We're going to be shown where we've abused power in the past, and we're also thinking about where people have abused power against us, and not only we're facing it at the same time, okay, you know, because we have the perpetrator and we have the victim. Okay, the perpetrator is most likely a bully, and I feel like bullies are people who didn't receive love the most when they needed it. They were lacking in something that made them feel powerless, therefore they took it from others. The classic brewing of the sucky bitch. Okay, so a lot of people may have inadvertently raised a sucky bitch due to them not having the tools they needed to cope with life, and this is transferred on to the children in a variety of different ways. And it comes out as rebelling against authority, feeling insecure, and just fear. This is a pooling of the fear. Scary. Scared is what they tell me. A lot of people are, what was I going to say? A lot of people will allow the fear to envelope them, to swallow them, and they will die in its grips. Okay, and it will be painful if they fight it. On the other hand, if you can come from a higher perspective and realize that everything happens for a reason, no matter how dramatic something is, no matter how painful it is, your negative habits, thoughts, and patterns are being wrenched from you in favor of rebuilding. Okay, so with these retrogrades, we are, I heard the fire inside. Okay, so there is a fire going on inside. It is the demolition of any kind of fears, the demolition of every negative thing that you've ever done or you've ever encountered. You will now come face to face with your greatest fears. You're being confronted by it, okay? And it might throw you for a loop for a little bit, but like I said, in a couple days we have Saturn coming. Saturn is daddy, okay? You're either going to accept your spankings or you're going to rebel, and stay delusional, not accept responsibility for your actions, in which case you're going to suffer the consequences. You are supposed to evolve or die. Now, I love that phrase. Yes, I stole it from American Gods, but she speaks the truth. And I keep coming across that on my feed for a couple of days in a row while I was trying to find out more information about this Pluto retrograde and Saturn retrograde. And that kept coming back to me, evolve or die, evolve or die. And the thing is, like I said, it's not a physical death. It is a transmutation of energy going from negative to light. It's a purification, okay? One state of being is dying in favor of another one that is a positive transformation, albeit it is rolling the rock uphill because we're trying to build, and a lot of us are fighting tooth and nail every step of the way. Those are the people that we are going to see acting out. Now, they could personally harm themselves. They could personally harm others. I think what we're going to see is a lot of people drinking themselves to death, overdosing, just completely ruining themselves as they throw themselves into this negative energy and in fact are consumed by it. Instead of being the victor, they wind up being the victim, okay, because they concentrated on the cold, dark side of this transit rather than realizing that everything is for a reason and that you're exactly where you need to be. And if things aren't moving forward right now, it's because you've got something to do. There is a block. This is like a dam, okay? Things should be flowing smoothly, but there are dams in the way, and we've been knocking them down one by one. This is going to be huge for quite a bit of people. For me, when Saturn goes retrograde, it's a Saturn return. Yeah, I have authority issues. You know why? Because I am a law unto myself. And I'm not bad to where, you know, I harm people, because the Wiccan creed is harm no one, right? It's just like the Catholics and the Christian, you know, live by the sword, die by the sword. I don't believe in the eye for an eye, though. That's it sounds like an equal exchange of energy, but really if somebody is doing something negative, you're going to come back with another negative. That's like two wrongs don't make a right. Okay, you have to choose the higher road, come from a higher perspective, and as hard as it will be, you're going to have to suck it up. Okay, because this is not going to go away anytime soon. It will come after you and come after you. It's going to start as a little whisper, a little niggling, I should do this, or I shouldn't say that. And you're going to constantly find that you're checking yourself, especially if you're motivated to get through this. All right, guys, so and my deck is upside down. Yeah, see? Motivated, it's the race to the finish. The Chariot, Cancerian energy, okay? This is about believing that you deserve to receive, okay? Knowing what you want, seeing it at the end of the finish line. This is seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and giving it your all, okay? Summoning all your power, summoning all your courage, all your determination, your willpower, and propelling yourself forward. This is rapid forward movement, okay? Like I said, guys, you need to power through this. That's basically what this is. Powering through this, with the end prize being harmony, peace, or enlightenment, because this is a number 7, yeah? Some of you guys will stick in that negative energy coming from a place of fear, and you're powering to, you're on the road to destruction, if that's how you're going to look at it. If you're going to come from that negative place, you know, it's all about what energy you focus on. You can be the victim or you can be the victor. I see the victim and the victor both in this one card. So there's going to be a divide here. You're going to see people going down. Everybody's going to be spiraling on something at one point or another, but you're going to 11-11. What you're going to notice is those who come out of it are the ones who are ascending, who are going to progress. Others will struggle for a little bit longer, and that's when you need to rely on your friends and family for nurturing support to get you through this, and then you'll come out of this. Some of you need assistance in order to rise above. And the people who are going to fight this, they will experience a hell of their own making. This is an internal hell, in addition to the repetition or old pattern or old habits that they're already in. So this is their hell on earth plus their personal inner hell. For the rest of you, though, you're going to breeze through this on your path in order to create harmony, which is basically heaven on earth. Okay, 10 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. Okay, just like I said, you know. Oh, did I even show you the Chariot card? Yeah, I did. Okay, 10 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. They came out together. So, like I was saying, rely on the support of your family. Your family has your back. Your friends have your back. Right here. Small, intimate celebration with friends, family, or your partner. This is like, you know, having a barbecue with a handful of good friends, or just hanging out, having a drink. 10 of Pentacles is nurturing protection. It has been divinely guided that you are surrounded with people right now that can benefit you, that nurture and support you in a multitude of ways. They could help you by helping doing things for you, or this could involve monetary or material possessions. But whatever it is, you've got people around you to support you. It looks like you have a good vibe tribe, and it looks like you're going to be fortunate. You have something to celebrate. You have a reason to celebrate, okay? And one of it is that you have good people backing you up. 10 is about completion of a cycle. So you've already weeded out the people in your circle. However, with the Sun and Taurus, there could still be one person that is secretly your enemy or your frenemy. You could have a frenemy in your midst and not even know it. But with Pluto retrograde, that's about, I lied. Open enemies. Taurus is open enemies, where those are haters. Sorry about that. The Pluto is ruled by Scorpio. So this could be your enemies are changing inside. Yeah, Taurus is the open enemy. So your haters will be right up front with you. You will know because they'll do little things to keep you from getting ahead or be completely jealous or envious of you. With the Pluto retrograde, since Pluto rules Scorpio, Scorpio is about secret enemies. So the retrograde would be about who is your real enemy. You are your real enemy is what this transit is going to bring us. And it's going to force you to correct things, especially when Saturn goes retrograde. Sorry, guys, a lot of action outside. I'm going to pause you for a minute. Okay, I've now been gone for about 20 minutes. I completely forgot what I was talking about. All I know is there's a race to the finish. Even though this is Cancerian energy, the North Node is in Cancer. So people are being motivated to empathize with the feminine plight, okay, where they've abused power. And with Black Moon Lilith in Aquarius, it's about breaking free also. Breaking free from your patterns of power trip, control. And with Pluto in retrograde, it's about internal control, internal deaths. Anyways, I'm out of breath. Oh, look at that. 5 of Pentacles. Yep, fearful. And today I do believe it's the moon making a transit or crossing over Uranus, which creates this frenetic energy, nervousness, anxiousness, worry, fear. I know a lot of you guys are really fearful right now because the money is not coming in. There's a reason for it. All things in good time. Okay, try not to project. Try not to be angry with somebody else because you're worried. That is shifting the responsibility to someone else. And you know what's going to happen? When Saturn goes retrograde, you're going to get spanked. Okay, so think before you speak. Think before you act. Even though you're feeling a little high-strung, it's your responsibility to alleviate yourself of these fears or of these worries. Go do something to feel more grounded, okay? Because this can be a seriously ruthless energy. I mean, down in the dumps. But don't revert to that poor me, you know, pity me kind of BS. This could be you've been holding it back, so it could appear. Just careful how you release this energy. Anything that builds up creates pressure. And sometimes it can be expressed in the wrong way, especially if you're unsure exactly what you're feeling and what is causing that feeling. Okay, now with the 5 of Pentacles, this is usually about money. Money and the home. When you're thinking about your level of comfort. Okay, so you need to change how you feel about what you have and what your ability to create more of what you have is. We have the Empress. So a lot of you guys can be sitting pretty. For some of you, your partner is getting a little worried because you're beautiful and you're like the goddess Venus. You sit there in all your glory. Some of you may be pregnant. Some of you may be thinking about getting pregnant, or some of you may be worried because you are pregnant and you're not sure if you can handle. You can be with a partner or you can be alone. It doesn't matter, but there's this fertility here. Maybe some of you are worried that you can't come up with some ideas right now. Retrograde can sometimes, because it is a internal reflection, sometimes, oh, I didn't even realize it. Yeah. This fear is growing and growing and growing. Or you could be worried that you don't have any idea how to come up with funds for a particular situation. Some of you have no idea while you're worrying. I think I said that earlier. Okay, so there's this nagging, the whisper in your ear. Why are you so mad? Why are you so scared? You need to figure out why you're so scared, and you might end up getting a few ideas to that with the Pluto in retrograde, because you want to control things and you can't control everything. You can manifest, but the universe decides how it will manifest. You don't get to decide. You get to decide what you want to manifest and harness your energy towards that, but you got to trust in the universe that you will get delivered exactly what you need when you need it. Okay, you're covered. And if this is a lesson a karmic lesson, then you need to believe that something better is on the way. Oh, yeah, for some of you guys, you may have broken up with your partner. You had a romantic partner or a romantic relationship or some kind of team up or collaboration with somebody that you cared about. And there's been a lot of pain. Things have been really, really painful. Some of you guys have split up, and there's a purging in regards to the love relationship. I have a feeling here that at least one person didn't believe that they deserved love. They didn't even know it. How fearful they were, how scared they were. Some of you may be hanging on to this relationship because you know there's a lot of pain, and this person has no idea that their fears come from this pain. For some, you guys broke up and you had to leave that person behind because they insisted on staying in this energy. And for others, you're sticking in this relationship because you can see change coming on the horizon. So you're persistent, okay? You're determined to work things out. You're determined to support this person. It's been a long, painful road, but sometimes it's work. It really is work. But anything this painful that has been this much work, you've got to believe that it's going to amount to something. Okay, so somebody here has extreme faith in their partner, or they're trying their best to have faith in their partner that they will overcome their issues once it's recognized. So for some, yeah, it's a painful union, or you guys have had some drama in the past, or you're having drama now, or you just had a drama. There's a lot of fear. People are worried about the unknown. For some, you couldn't pull yourself away because you feared the unknown. You couldn't be by yourself. You don't feel happy unless you're with a partner, and that tells me you have a lot of work to do. That's what this Pluto retrograde is going to be all about. And then, like I said, Saturn following up with the spank. That is a, oh my gosh, I can't be alone. I feel so lonely. I need somebody. And then Saturn comes in and goes, slaps you right across your head. What the hell were you thinking? You are enough. You have everything you need within you and around you. Don't let, you're giving away your power if you feel you're only complete with somebody. You know what true love is? True love is two people working together but being independent, okay? Dependent and independent equals interdependence, where you both have independence within the confines of the relationship, but you also work together for the good of the relationship or partnership. Okay, we have Nine of Wands, the Fool, and the Seven of Cups. So you're going to have to gather every ounce of energy you have and be really disciplined, okay, for this new cycle. Whatever you dream up, you can pull into fruition. You have a clean slate. You're starting over fresh and new. Or you're starting a new cycle where previously you were limited by something, or you were restrained or held back. For some of you guys, this breakup that you just had, there was some kind of power abuse. It could have been mental, it could have been spiritual, it could have been physical, but there was something definitely negative and codependent and fearful and quite scary. Some of you guys were pregnant and you had to suffer domestic abuse. And now you're releasing yourself from that physical prison and the prison of the mind. Now, guys, the Nine of Wands is discipline. This is Saturn. This is a touch of Saturn coming in. All your courage, all your strength. the Chariot and the Nine of Wands. You're determined to have a fresh new start, and it's going to be everything that you dreamed of. Nine of Wands full and Seven of Cups, okay? You've been released from prison, or you're releasing yourself from prison. It's time to strike it out on your own. Seven of Cups is having many choices. So there could be a lot of love surrounding you. There could be a lot of people there for you when you release yourself from this prison, or when you're released from this prison or restraint or restriction, limitation. Okay, you might have been limited. Your ex-partner might have been limiting you because they were afraid that you were gaining too much power on your own, that everybody else wanted you, so they wanted control of you. That didn't work out. So you decided, or the universe decided for you, that it was time to take a different road. Okay, so for a lot of you, you might be spending time alone processing, like I said, harnessing your energy, trying to manifest. There are goals that you have in mind. You know what you need to do, and you're getting ready to, I almost said ride the ride. Ride the wave. You're getting ready to ride the wave that is coming on, because you trust in the universe, you trust in yourself, and you know that this is for the better. Even though your heart was broken or there was some pain here, this is something new. It's discipline, it's a commitment. And then the Seven of Cups is about multiple options. It can be about delusion or illusion, but it can also be spirituality. Feeling spiritual in terms of love. Even though this person hurt you, your heart is still wide open. You understand that you deserve love and you're open to receiving it. Okay, so I feel like you're going to find love in this new cycle, but as long as you know your limits, your strengths, and your strengths, your weaknesses, your limitations. You are completely aware of any shortcomings that you might have had. Okay, this relationship made you aware of it. This person had many failures. Okay, it looks like they may have failed you in some way, or you felt that they failed you in some way. Okay, you're gonna have to find a way to get past that. Everything for a reason, right? Okay, so we have a chunk that fell out. Ace of Wands and the Emperor. Oh, somebody wants to be the king of your castle. So a lot of you guys could have moved, and like I said, brand new start with, and you had a lot of choices to choose from. Ace of Wands and the Emperor, control. So some of you guys may be feeling really powerful with this new move that you're making. It could be moving the home. It could be starting a brand new business. Whatever it is, it's a blessing. It's being able to start something new. Okay, the physical act of starting something new, and it's a fire under your ass. Okay, this torch is being put under your ass. Time to get moving, do something. Either move out, start a new job, take that job. This is do something. Doing something new. Start that new beginning. Create that new beginning. Assume the throne. Assume your power. And get a grip on yourself. Get some control. This is for stability. So for some of you guys, you are moving to your own castle. You've come from a past where things were not steady, things were not sturdy, your foundations were shaky. You gave your power away to other people. You were surrounded by all these negative people, places, and things. Okay? For some of you, I just heard, but I found a way to get out of it. So some of you guys may be moving away from a destitute situation where you are severely lacking in something. Could be money, could be love. You were severely lacking in some type of energy. And now you're taking charge and getting that power back. So this is a huge change. For some of you guys, your partner who you once stayed with who tried to pull power trips on you, now you're assuming the throne of your own castle. In fact, they may be wanting to move in with you. There may be a situation where they have to move in with you. They're still going to be the king of the castle, but you're not pulling the power trips that they once did. Okay, because you are very aware. Ooh, baby. Because you're very aware that this is a flip. Okay, this is going to flip the script. Things are going to be completely different, and you guys are going into new. Before, there was power games, and somebody tried to dominate you, or you were the one that was playing power games trying to dominate somebody else. Things are about to equalize, okay? Tower. We love the Tower card in this situation. For some of you guys, this was somebody who passed away. You got fired. Your house burned down. Your business burned down. You lost your job, you were blindsided by a divorce or a traumatic breakup. This is my shit goes sideways card. Shit blows the fuck up. Meaning that something you thought was a solid foundation crumbled. The walls fell down around you. You were left vulnerable because the foundation could not hold you up. So this is the reason why you're beginning again. This could also be earthquake. Like I said, fire. There's a lot of fires. It's Aries season, but Uranus, we just had that Sun-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. So that was about the earth. Shaking up the earth. My daughter said to me, I want to make the earth a better place. So I took a look at her chart and I says, honey, you have two things in your chart. Yes, you can make people aware about not littering and recycling and being more of green habit. That is, you know, you can choose to do that, but you're a Sagittarius. You're a teacher. Okay, you also help the earth by helping people to raise their vibrations, because people come to her for counseling because she will tell them the truth. You know, she's a Sagittarius sun. I have a Sagittarius moon, so I feel the way that she expresses herself. So I know this. This is a double duty for the Sagittarius, to learn and to teach people how to raise their vibrations, you know, because we are all connected energetically on this grid around the earth. And when people's vibrations are rising, that raises the earth's vibrations. That is good for the earth also. So my daughter can fight in a multitude of ways, and she was kind of surprised that I said that, but I'm like, no, honey, you were meant here you were meant to be here. You were put here on earth, you as a gift to me, to help brighten people's lives, to help touch others in a number of ways, not just one, you know. But the Tower can be about enlightenment too. This can be startling realizations. This could be sudden intuition. This could also be downloads. So somebody here could be receiving some downloads. This whole thing could be downloads. In a flash, it suddenly comes to you. This is quickly, that's why, just instantaneous. Like I said, a fire that consumes something. Pluto retrograde, didn't I say that? Internal fire. Yeah, I did. Yeah, there's Pluto retrograde going on, and that is why things will be different. People will be so much more aware of their authority issues. Huh. Not necessarily authority issues, but their power issues. Well, yeah, authority issues. Saturn is authority issues too, but yeah, Saturn and Pluto are already showing. Since they are outer planets, the energy has already bled into, so this stuff could already be happening with you. It just depends on your natal chart. Okay, so we had the Tower, the Lovers, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So for a lot of you guys, you're questioning if you are making the right choice. This person has done this to me in the past before. Am I making the right choice by bringing them into my house? How will things be different? Okay. But there is a difference. Somebody's making the right choice. The Lovers having to make a decision, acting with integrity. Now, somebody could make the wrong decision, and that could be what tears the walls down. But there's this nagging I'm hearing in my head. Tear down the walls. Tear down the walls. That could be boundaries. That could be previous boundaries set as protection out of fear. So there are still some things deep inside of us that we're not even aware of. Boundaries and walls that we've set up internally that need to change. Okay, we need to be open to receiving. The Lovers is Gemini. Making the right choice to couple up with this person. Making the choice to... An enlightened twin is what I just heard. So it looks like the partner, whoever carries the Emperor energy, that's wanting to move in with you or has to move in with you, because there's no communication here. It's just understood that you've got to move, and the Emperor still sits on their throne. But there's an eye in the back window. You see the eye in the window? You're being watched. You're, however you decide to act, there's always an eye on you. The eye in the sky. Your integrity. Your integrity is in question. And you're questioning your own integrity. Okay? For a lot of you guys, at this period of time, you might be feeling like taking time out alone. Four Swords is my vacation card. This is want to get away. The need to escape. But a decision needs to be made. So this person knows that they need to move into your house. However, they are struggling with the decision to do it because that means they give up their power. But they might have been the ones trying to take power from you. The only way they're going to regain their power is by going through with it and seeing that you're not going to do the same thing to them. You can't. That would be 3D. That would be mirroring their 3D issues. We're trying to bust through and change that, right? With the recognition that that is 3D and that does not serve in this current relationship. Okay, guys. So basically, you got to watch the signs. As you get closer and closer and you keep doing the right thing, you will have signs appear to you. A lot of repeating numbers, guys. Feathers, pennies, ringing in the ears, songs coming on, TV shows coming on, commercials coming on that are directly relevant, dropping a book on the ground, picking it up and noticing a phrase that's directly pertinent to your situation would be the signs speeding up. This is also traveling too. So somebody could be worried about this new move just because it's a different mode of travel too, or they might have to they might have to make a bunch of more trips, or it might take a lot of trips. There's a lot of traveling involved here. Well, not a lot. It's short traveling connected with the Gemini. This is moving. Definitely moving. They're going to realize that they need to move with you and that they can't be afraid. I want to know a little bit more about this tower, so we're going to use the Rider-Waite-Smith to clarify. Oh, look at that. Oh, boy. Okay, so somebody, starting this new cycle, somebody's going to realize they have a lot of options, okay, that will set them free. The Eight of Swords is about guilt and shame. I think we do. Do we have the Eight of Swords? We don't have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so Eight of Swords is about guilt. It's about shame. It's about how we chain ourselves, how the prison of the mind. It's reversed, so somebody is choosing to stop thinking the way that they used to. It's another 8. So there's some addiction, some obsession in the mix here. Somebody's circular thinking is about to get broken out of. They're going to try something new. They know they have a choice to stop that. Stop that repeating cycle or that habit or that pattern, whatever it is. It's something that goes around and around and around again. So they're opting for something new rather than the hell that they know. Beautiful. That is, I don't even know what to say. That's what you should be doing. Okay, so on the Tower, I asked to clarify the Tower. And what I got is the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. We've already had the 9 of Wands here. This person is very conflicted with having to move in with you. They're worried about being limited. They're worried about being trapped. They're very conflicted. This is not outward conflict. This is not fighting with you. But there's definitely conflicting thoughts. There's some new information here. Some new information that's going to be coming in. Because not only is this fighting, not only is this outward external conflict, this is also competition. And this is also a new factor, may inspire you to, I'm hearing pump up the volume. Okay, you're going to have to, big girl panties. Big girl panties. There's something that's happening here that's keeping somebody trapped in an internal conflict. That's what the Tower is. We're getting rid of limiting beliefs, conflicts, questions that limited us. There's some new information that is coming in, and it's going to take some discipline not to fight. Maybe that's what they're worried about. Previously you fought at their house. Now you're moving into your house, and they're wondering if you're trying to trap them, or this is my internal conflict, external projection. This is also projection. This could be them saying, I don't want to move with you. After some careful thought. I don't know, guys. Let's see what this says. Oh, we got the Fool again. Temperance and King of Pentacles. Yeah. For some of you, they're going to suck it up and jump right into this new cycle, because this is well deserved. This is the ultimate balance. It's going to have them grounded, and it's going to be very kind and generous to them. This is lucky. Something lucky. This is a lucky, fortunate turn of events. They're going to start investing in you. Yeah, they're releasing themselves from the prison of their mind, eliminating their worries. They're jumping in to this new cycle with you. So a confirmation of trusting, guys. Trust in the universe. It is time for you to get some justice and happiness with your partner. Okay, this partner will in turn finally start investing in you, because your commitment is solid at this point. Wow, that's really beautiful. Well, this reading has gone on for 44 minutes, guys. I'm going to take one oracle card from the Hawaiian Healing Intentions deck. Just one, universe, please. Yeah, they seem to think that you're going to have power over them, when in reality, that's not you. They're reflecting what they're scared of. What they're reflecting is what they're doing. You know, complete projection. Oh, look at that. Kupuna, ancestors. It's a 44, taking action. My intention is to honor my lineage by listening deeply to the memories in my body and transmuting detrimental energy into love and light. Yep. Purging, Pluto retrograde. Your elders and ancestors, back to the beginning of time, live in your DNA. By listening to your thoughts, where's that? By listening to your thoughts, your body, and your responses to life, you can know your ancestors. Anything that bothers you is a clue that there is a detrimental memory in your cells. By proactively sending compassion, that would be this, sending compassion, love, and forgiveness to yourself and to your relations, getting a grip right here. You can heal from within and offer healing energy to your lineage horizontally and vertically through time. The second one is Pule. Now 21 has been coming up quite a bit. It's about, 21 is culmination, it's authenticity, it's balancing of the self, it's being in harmony with the self. Okay, it's also about your instinctual self. Pule, prayer. My intention is to take full responsibility for my energy, my thoughts, and my actions by recognizing that every moment of my life is a prayer. Your life is a prayer. Every thought, every action, every reaction is your round-the-clock dialogue with your ancestors, your spirit guides, and the divine. The intercom is always on. They can hear you. By choosing to live consciously and to take full responsibility for your thoughts, words, actions, and energy, you will send crystal clear messages to the universe and all her helpers. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.